The phone buzzed against the kitchen counter, its glow cutting through the stillness of the night. A name appeared on the screen, one I hadn't seen in years, one that immediately pulled me under like an anchor. Not saved, not spoken aloud in this house, but familiar enough to make my chest tighten. It was 2 a.m. The apartment was dark except for the dim light over the stove, the hum of the fridge steady in the silence. Elise was asleep down the hall, her soft breathing the same rhythm I'd known for over a decade. Yet here was her phone, left unattended, as if by accident. Strange, since it never left her side. I didn't touch it. I couldn't. Instead, I poured myself a glass of cold water, the rim pressed to my lips as though I could swallow down the unease clawing up my throat. We'd been married 8 years. 8 years of laughter, of lazy mornings with coffee and late-night conversations that spilled until dawn. Elise had always been my anchor, bright, playful, those hazel eyes that always seemed to hold a private spark for me. But lately something had shifted. Her gaze would drift when I spoke, her smiles felt borrowed, as though she were only half present. The morning after that text, she was already in the shower when I woke up. Her phone, locked as usual, sat on the nightstand. I said nothing, just watched her over breakfast. The way her fingers tapped against her mug, her eyes sliding away from mine when I casually mentioned I might be working late. "You okay?" I asked. She smiled, thin and tired. "Just exhausted," she said. The words felt final, like a door closing. The days that followed only deepened the knot in my chest. Her phone buzzed more often, always flipped face down. She'd slip out onto the porch for hushed calls, her voice muffled but tense. Once, I caught her laughing softly into the receiver, the sound intimate in a way that cut deeper than anything she might have said. I told myself I was imagining things. Maybe she was stressed. Maybe someone needed her. Elise was loyal. I clung to that belief like a man in a storm. But suspicion is a slow venom, and it seeped into everything. Every silence, every missed glance, every excuse. One evening I came home earlier than expected. The apartment was dark except for the faint glow beneath the study door. I heard her voice inside, sharp and strained. I leaned closer, pulse thundering. "You can't keep doing this," she whispered. "It's not fair to him. I can't keep lying." My knees almost gave out. Lying? To me? The call ended, and I stumbled back into the living room, pretending I'd just walked in. I didn't confront her. Not that night. My heart wasn't ready to hear the truth. But temptation gnaws, and the next night I gave in. While she slept, I reached for her phone. The passcode was one she'd shared years ago, a gesture of trust. My hands trembled as I opened her messages. And there it was, Mark. A thread stretching back months. His words, "I miss you. I keep thinking about that night." Her replies, hesitant but never ending it. "We shouldn't. This is dangerous." And then a photo. Her hand, wearing the bracelet I'd given her, resting on another man's arm. My stomach dropped. I couldn't breathe. Every excuse I told myself collapsed in that moment. When dawn came, I was waiting in the living room. She emerged, hair damp from her shower, surprised to see me. "Who's Mark?" I asked, my voice steady though I was breaking apart inside. Her face paled. Her eyes flicked to the phone in my hand. "It's not what you think," she said too quickly. "We're just talking." I turned the screen toward her, the messages burning like fire. "This isn't talking, Elise. This is lying. This is sneaking around behind my back." My voice cracked, rage colliding with heartbreak. She reached out, but I stepped away. "How long?" I demanded. "How long have you been cheating?" Tears welled in her eyes. "It wasn't like that. It was one night. Months ago. I was drunk. I made a mistake." The words spilled from her lips, jagged and desperate. "I didn't know how to tell you. I didn't want to lose you." I laughed bitterly. "Lose me? You already did." Yet even as I said it, my chest ached. Because the truth was, I still loved her. God help me, I did. "Why?" I asked, softer now, my voice fraying. "Why him? Why wasn't I enough?" She sank onto the couch, covering her face with her hands. "It wasn't about you," she whispered. "I was drowning. Work was crushing me, and you were so perfect. I felt like I couldn't keep up. Mark was a mistake, a weak moment. I ended it. I swear I ended it. But the messages said otherwise. Her words and her actions were worlds apart. I grabbed my keys. I need time, I muttered, walking out the door. The slam echoed like the sound of something breaking for good. For weeks, I stayed with a friend. Anger burned hot in me, but beneath it was a hollow pain. The nights were the worst, endless reels of memories, of wondering if I'd ever really known her. Did she always keep pieces of herself hidden? Or had I pushed her toward this somehow? The questions tore at me. When I finally returned, it wasn't to reconcile. It was to hand her the divorce papers. My hands shook as I passed them over. Her eyes filled, her lips trembling as she read. "You don't have to do this," she pleaded. "We can fix it. I'll do anything." I wanted to scream that nothing could fix this, that trust once shattered can't be pieced back together. But instead I said, "You made your choice." As I turned to go, she caught my arm, her grip desperate. "He's gone." I told him it's over. For good. Please don't give up on us. Her words froze me, a plea that tugged at everything in me that still loved her. For a moment, I almost believed. Then her phone buzzed on the table. I looked down. Mark. The final cut. She hadn't ended it. Not really. Not ever. I pulled my arm free, leaving her clutching the papers, and walked out. The silence between us now louder than anything either of us could have said.